but racers just coming like to me a hangout spot for men.
Unbelievable! He's done it again! Thompson puts here! Thompson hero wins! 10-6-0! Olympic record! Whoa! Corey got a magnificent start winning third. Corey Little taking it off. Corey, another goal. The legacy as one of the all-time greats is surely complete. The Olympic champion becomes the world champion. Defending champion comes back and wins again in supreme style.
Hey track fans, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. So again, another welcome. But that being said, another topic, right? So this time around, we're going to be talking about Bouwahjgie and Nkrumie. Now, I did say yesterday that, you know, allegedly, let's just throw that word out there, allegedly he may be going pro. Now, of course, this is not something that is confirmed, but you know what? Let's harbor the idea that he does go pro or he does get a contract, which is, I don't see why it's a bad thing. I don't see why a lot of us are making it out to be a bad thing. But anyway, let's harbor the thoughts that, you know, he does indeed get the opportunity to go pro. Which part am I thinking in between? We have racers, we have elite. Well, I would say, you know, an MVP, obviously. Those would be, I guess, right now the top clubs. And, you know, you do have another few going around, and, you know, you have the ones overseas as well. So my question is, we're not thinking of in between. You know, I was thinking that, all right, for me personally, overseas, you can't really tell what's going on there. There's so many things to distract you. So I already scratched overseas as a trading option in my brain. No, obviously, it have nothing to do with me. And at the end of the day, whatever he chooses with his family, we're just going to have to accept. But, you know, we can harbor the thought to make it look like, say, you know, we have a say in it when we don't have a say, right? So anyway, so I was thinking, scratch overseas as a training option. But then I thought, there's elite. I scratch elite too, because I can't see what happened with Sasha and them down there. So because with the mere fact that I can't see what is going on with them, I've decided in my mind to just scratch elite. That leaves racers, that leaves MVP, right? Now, honestly, track is, in my opinion, and I know a lot of you are gonna come down on me for this, but racers just coming like to me a hangout spot for men. Let's just say it nicely, right? And I just don't think if Bouwahjgie is in that environment, he would thrive. Don't get me wrong. I feel like he has the personality where he can definitely focus on the task at hand. But I feel like with so many other people around, he may not be able to, quote unquote, thrive, if you get what I'm saying. But that being said, me scratch racers. Me can't bother with man and them hang out spot them idle. And when them start idle and the whole procrastinating, the work don't get done. And then we're sitting here wondering what's going on with the athletes. And yes, Trackies, I have a reason for saying that, because I'll never forget the drama that went down with Johan Blake, Warren Weir, and a few other athletes at the club, right? Remember Usain Bolt stuck his head out and said, listen, the man, them are eyeglass and all these things. So at the end of the day, I have all of that into my brain, and I'll never be able to let that go. So, and I know how men are typically. Yes, I'm a girl, but we know a lot about men, right? So how men are typically is that, so them kind of like to procrastinate a bit still, which is why our women, you know, always seem to be more successful than them, because the woman, them just know how to hold them head down and work and keep working. And when they get there, they keep working, kind of thing. So I scratched racers completely. And then I thought, you know what? I'm thinking that he should go to MVP. MVP would be perfect for him, because guess what? The type of person that Bouwahjgie is, plus the type of person that Stephen Francis is. Stephen Francis doesn't like the people that are, you know, in the spotlight, because them not like telling them not like follow instructions, them feel so they make it already and nobody can chat to them. So he doesn't like those type of people. He likes the people that can follow instructions. Bouwahjgie kind of reminds me of that type of person, somebody that will hold his head down and just work to achieving or attaining whatever goal they want to attain or achieve for themselves. So I'm thinking, Bouwahjgie, go on, run an MVP. At the end of the day, Stephen Francis is still one of the best, 100-meter or sprint coaches, not just 100-meter sprint coaches, bar none, right? A lot of people like to say, oh, he's the best female sprint coach, but he's the best female sprint coach because he can work with females, because females know how to follow instruction and demand them. He will just run them, because once you start keep up the bag of foolishness, him not in the bagger and him go run you, right? So that's why people have it that, oh, he's a good female coach. But it's not just female. He's a good sprint coach, full stop. One of the best, if not the best, right? So with Bouwahjgie's mentality paired with Stephen, I think it's a match made in heaven, right? So, harboring the idea that he does indeed go pro, I'm hoping to see him, take his craft to another level and hopefully dead these kind of MVP demons that MVP don't work good with man and yada, yada, yada. And Stephen can show that, because we saw him in an interview recently talking about, how much, if you get an athlete that is maybe 11.5 or, well, not 11, sorry. I'm always thinking about women for some strange reason. But yeah, you get an athlete that is 10.5 or maybe, 10.3s. You can really work with those athletes. And Bouwahjgie, guess what? On the cusp of breaking 10 seconds. That for me is a dream athlete. And to me, Bouwahjgie has so much to work on in terms of his form and technique. He looks so low in his dry phase. Then towards the end of the race, he starts rocking back over like this. He has so much room for improvement. So just think about what will happen when he starts to improve himself. So yes, I think he should go to MVP. You know how the Tinga track is. Sound off in the comment section below and let me know. Do you agree or do you disagree? Am I talking nonsense? Let me know. Someone not afraid to tell me something I chat foolishness, but when you can't tell me still, I don't get easily offended. Remember, I love track and I'm welcome to everybody's opinion. So tell me in the comment section below, what you think about the possibilities. And as I said, it's only a possibility. We can dream a little, we can live in our heads a little and say, well, what if such and such an athlete was supposed to go pro? What would happen? Where would they go? That kind of thing. And this is the type of conversations I like having, so sound off in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts.